All right, let's get into a story that starts out feeling like a ghost story or a mystery thriller, but ends up somewhere much, much closer to home, right inside our own minds. We're going to unpack a late-night encounter that really gets at the weight of the secrets we keep, especially the ones we try to keep from ourselves.
So, just imagine this for a second. You're on a train, late at night, you think you have the whole compartment to yourself, and then, out of nowhere, a man sits down across from you, looks you right in the eye, and says, "That." He knows your full name, and you have no idea who he is. The first thing that pops into your head is,
And that's the hook, isn't it? It's the one question that just grabs you and pulls you into the story. Is this guy a detective, some long-lost uncle? Or is it something else, something much stranger? This is the engine that drives everything that's about to happen.
So let's set the scene. It's a quiet late-night train. It's way past midnight, and our guy Arjun Mehra thinks he's the only soul awake in his dimly lit compartment. The only sound is that rhythmic clickety-clack of the wheels on the track. That is, until the stranger shows up.
and here's what's so incredibly creepy about this. The man looks totally normal. I mean, he's unthreatening, almost gentle. But Arjun gets this immediate, deep-down feeling of dread. You know that feeling. It's that gut instinct that's just screaming at you that something is very, very wrong, even if your brain can't figure out why.
So Arjun has to ask, right? He says, "Do I know you?" And the stranger's reply is just so calm, so confident, and absolutely chilling. "No, but I know you." And with that, it's confirmed this isn't some random mix-up. This guy is here for Arjun, specifically. And the mystery just got a whole lot deeper. Okay, so this is where things really start to escalate. The stranger doesn't just know Arjun's name. He starts to dismantle his entire life, one secret at a time, revealing things that are just completely impossible for any stranger to know. He starts with these small childhood facts: his hometown, what his dad did for a living, his mom's morning routine. But look, this isn't stuff you can just Google or find on a LinkedIn profile. This is private, personal history. And you can just feel Arjun's confusion turning into outright disbelief. But get this, the stranger's knowledge isn't just a list of facts, it's emotional. He knows about falling out of a tree when he was 10. But he doesn't just know about the broken bone, he knows about the fear of getting in trouble with his dad. He knows the real reason Arjun left his hometown. And, maybe most chilling of all, he knows about a private yearly ritual that Arjun performs to this very day. He knows an entire lifetime of buried secrets. So, we're right back to this huge, burning question. But now, it's not just curiosity. Now it's laced with genuine fear. I mean, think about it. Arjun is trapped on a moving train with someone who seems to have a key to the deepest, most locked away parts of his own mind. All the logical explanations are just vanishing. And just when you think it can't get any more intense, the stranger shifts gears. He moves past all the smaller secrets and goes straight for the one memory that has defined Arjun's entire adult life. The one thing he has never ever told another soul. And boom, there it is. The name just hangs in the air like a ghost. Rohan. This stranger doesn't just know a secret, he knows the name at the very center of Arjun's deepest guilt. This is the absolute emotional core of the entire story. And this is the heart of it all. To the rest of the world, it was a terrible, tragic accident, a sad story. But Arjun knows the private truth. He is carrying the crushing weight of that dare, the knowledge that he knew the river was dangerous that day, and the decades of silence he's kept ever since. This just lays bare the enormous burden he's been living with. This detail is just devastating. The stranger knows not just what happened back then, but the private, painful ritual of guilt that Arjun still performs every single year. He knows the exact words. Think about how intimate that knowledge is. That's what makes it so unbelievably terrifying. So at this point, you can feel the shift, can't you? Arjun's mind is less concerned with how this guy knows everything. He's moved past that. Now he's desperate to understand who he is, and more importantly, why he's doing this. The whole focus of the encounter changes. So when Arjun finally asks him, how he knows about the visits to the grave, this is the stranger's reply. Because I've been with you every time. It's an impossible answer. It's a chilling statement that makes no logical sense. This guy isn't a stalker. He's something else, a constant, unseen presence. And there it is. That's the real reason he's here.
The stranger isn't on this train to threaten Arjun or to blackmail him. He's here to ask the one question Arjun has spent his entire life running from. This isn't an interrogation from an outsider, it's a confrontation with himself.
The stranger basically tells him, look, you've built a whole new life. You have a career, you have friends, you've moved on the surface. But on the inside, you never left that riverbank. You've been frozen in time by your own guilt, just reliving that one awful moment over and over again.
And just like that, the train starts to slow down, pulling into another dark, deserted station. The conversation is over. And you can feel it, right? We are speeding towards the final, mind-bending conclusion where all these impossible pieces are finally going to click into place.
As he gets up to leave, the stranger says this one last, cryptic thing. He doesn't give an explanation. He just insists that deep down, Arjun already knows the answer. He leaves Arjun and us hanging right on the edge of the reveal. Arjun yells for him to wait. He scrambles to the door, but it's too late. The stranger steps off the train, and he's just gone. The platform is completely empty. Not a soul in sight. No footsteps, no sound. He has vanished into thin air.
And then Arjun sees it. As he's looking out the window at the empty seat where the man just was, he catches his own reflection in the dark glass. And for a split second, it's like his own reflection is looking back at him. And that's when the terrifying realization lands. There was no stranger.
So what you should really take away from this is that the stranger was never real. He was a physical form of Arjun's own conscience. You know, that inner voice we all have, the one that keeps a perfect record of all our secrets, that holds us accountable, and that carries every single burden we refuse to deal with. It's the one person we can never, ever escape from.
And that really leaves us with one final thought to chew on. We all have that voice inside us. If your conscience were to take a seat next to you on a late-night train, what stories would it tell? What secrets would it know about you?